Hello, it's Matty G. This is on the second part, or third part, or fourth part, who knows now, of the Cam Lands building. This will be going on for some time. Sorry, you can hear me echoing. There we go, I'll mute that out of the way. So yeah, this will be going on for some time in random spots. It's not scheduled. It's not a series per se. It's just a random build. This will be going on a bit like the No Man's Land one did before we started Twitch streaming. So here we are in the farm itself. Now we're going to take a little vehicle over to where we were building yesterday. Continue the building there. It's just a hop, skip and a jump over the road. There you can see it from the hilltop. So we're going to cut across country here. There we go. You can see the pub on the left. We could call it many a different names. Who knows? But there it is on the left. We're going to turn in here to where we had the builds. We're going to park in the shop. There we go. Let's jump out and get stuck. Typical. Move over a little bit. That should give us enough room to get out. Looks like bad parking now. But there we are. This is the sweet shop, the little happy shopper. Anyone from Britain will know exactly what I mean when I say happy shopper. It's from your mum and dad. Back in the 80s, early 90s. Over here are the old garages. In the UK these probably would be brick. Same sort of brick as the housing. And they would also be numbered. And the people that would rent these garages lived nowhere near the actual houses that they backed onto. Here's the little townhouses that we have so far. Little terrace set. 4 on either side. Pretty generic. I would have liked a cobbled stone pathway / road through here. However, on Calm Lands, we haven't got that texture. So we've just gone for the asphalt. A couple of mopeds down here, the old hairdryer. Every street has teenagers. And we'll take a quick look at the back gardens. They're all different. I class this one as a bit of an upper class nice garden. Standard, too busy at work to do anything garden. Your Benefit Street garden. I couldn't tell you what the term would be for in America. Maybe white trash who owned a house. Who knows? And then just another generic style garden at the end. We have gardens on the opposite side, obviously. There's our power units. Again, they're all slightly different. Don't fall off the mountain. We run around here, and I can get into the middle. You'll see you've got different separations with some of them. You can see this. It's a bit over. I've dropped. It's a bit overgrown. So they've actually fenced off. Each neighbour's fenced off a little bit where that's overgrown, rather than actually sort it out. I don't know about in the US or other places, but there are a lot of areas in Britain where actual neighbours do this. Neither one wants to take the responsibility, so they fence around it. And you just have this small section of land that's sort of left to be wild. So that's the build. We spent about an hour and a bit last night on that. That was just a quick tour of it. We're going to add some bits. It won't be a big long day today. This is just a little one. So here we are. Now, suggestions. There is a suggestion box on the Twitch page. You're more than welcome to drop us some suggestions in there. This is as it is at the moment, as you can see. We're going to use build mode as a sort of fly over. Only PC can fly. But we do have build mode on the consoles. So yeah, this is a little flyover. The ridges obviously have been built this ridge up in order to create the flat land for building on. If there's other things that you want that probably wouldn't fit in here, or if there's some suggestions that sound good, we can extend this. I can repaint, it's no worry. This is nowhere near entirely finished. I mean, I've got to regrass all the bits around here as well. I was thinking maybe sort of like a garden, walkway, paths, benches, that sort of thing, maybe there. I do want a garden centre. Thinking we could do that somewhere else than here though. It's an idea. It is an idea. So yeah, we're going to jump straight into this. We'll have a little look, see what we got. I'm thinking we want some sort of work shed. I just don't know one. It's for roleplay purposes, so that might be all right. Actually, that could work. We can also stick to building some more homes and houses. That is an option. Any problem we have the British ones. I've already kind of down the British route. These are the ones we've used so far. I hope I'm the right way around, to be honest. Coming to think of it. Which I have one side, but I haven't the other. Yeah. They're fairly generic, so you can kind of get away with it. Yeah, you got these a little bit more modern in style. Interesting one. I'm not a lover of that particular one, nor this one. It's a bit dark and gloomy. It doesn't. Yeah, it seems. Yeah, I don't like that one. This is the one we've got on our Camden. You've also got the white one here. And these are fairly generic. You can technically have them any way around you want. Bend that road round in sort of this position. One tail off one side, come round another. There. Garden. We go for something like. Road could tail off down that way. Garden facing the back. I quite like it that way. We'll change up for a white one. The road is coming round. A nice little gap between that house and that house. There. So what we'll do with this one is we'll have the road sweep out around here, down here, and see if we can join it up at some point here. For now. And then we'll have back gardens off this way for these ones. This one I'll probably have to do a bit of landscaping here, but we'll put a in. And obviously this one's got a garden, and then we could put something here. Not sure what we could do, so we're just going to have a little look through what we have. Now there is an apartment block. I have had a message on Facebook about doing an apartment block with car parking and whatnot else. It is possible. It's not the nicest of apartment blocks, this one. So I'm not sure if I want to put it in amongst this build. You know? But we will use it and say this is the garden centre. Let's try and get it on the edge here so you can see it. Garden centre. And the idea is have this big car park in front with access to the side. Probably park a truck up there, some trucks and that, deliveries sort of round the back. Pathways coming out the main double doors there. And then leading off to some nice greenhouse areas. Just not sure where I'm going to put it yet. It could end up down here somewhere. But yeah, that's that. We've also got a couple of generic offices. We've had a quick look at them before. Office buildings. So they could be dotted around at some point. We've got lots of these type houses, as you see. I think they would be... I probably could get away with using these and the shops. Just on a different parts. I mean, this could be one little sort of town, and we could build one on the other side and use the Italian / French buildings, because there's a lot more that we can use, just not ones that quite match the British. I mean, technically you can get away with this sort of thing. We've used this on the comms, and you can just sort of marry this up as looks like a modern extension on. I think it was this building we had. So it kind of works all right. Obviously you've got all the garden pieces which we will use when we create the gardens. I can't actually see anything that would really fit in that gap well. I mean, maybe I could put a few communal parking spaces. That could be an idea, just a couple. Sort of like, set it back like that, and put a tree in the middle. Yeah, we'll do that. I think that's a good idea. So that solved that issue. We will do a recycling station. We'll probably have that. We should have gone round here somewhere. We're going to have the gardens for this here though. So we will do a recycling station. Not sure where we'll put that. We'll see what else we've got lined up in here. Street cleaner. So yeah, see this nice lovely water feature, I'm thinking could sit something like here. And then have a nice little garden / communal area around it. I think that would work well. So like a pathway would lead up from the top here down around like a nice garden area, squarish sort of garden area with hedges, etc., trees, and then this would be like the focal point or in the centre. Just not sure if I want it as a focal point or in the centre, to be honest. But we'll get there and we'll get to that point eventually. So yeah, you use these sort of placements here and here when it comes to doing the greenhouse. We probably will add a scrapyard at some point so we can put all this equipment in. Pretty nifty. So much bits and bobs. So what we'll start with is the painting, and I think this is asphalt. I'm just going to tap it. Yeah, it is asphalt. Perfect. And we're just going to make and yeah, that's what I was hoping it wouldn't happen, but it's done it again. Try and get as much or as close as we can with this. Just doesn't want to be nice to us today. Well, You can't say you don't try, can you? Now, normally a little bit of a front garden to separate it, but the way this paint tool's been working since the update, a lot more jaggier than it used to be. So we'll see what will change in the long run. Might have to use like a low hedge or something as a walkway. Decorate it that way. Could be the option. Just cover that for now, so we can all get a gist of what's going to be happening. Needs to just take that corner edge off there. Right, what we'll do is we're going to jump into fencing a bit and go straight to the hedges. Because we're going to want a nice medium-sized hedge. Wish I can get that a little closer. Not going to let me get it much closer, is it? Oh, no. I reckon just there then. It's a shame. So we just follow the road edge and make small adjustments. It should curve around. Run it out to the back, and we'll try and join it there. So we can cover that area, small area there in grass, put a nice tree in there. That'll blend in fairly well. We're going to have our walkway going off here at some point, so we don't want to put anything in here yet. And hedges seem to be the easiest thing to kind of hide these row edges. So we're going to use it again. There we are. I'm going to try and do something with this in a little bit. But already that's starting to take a bit of shape. Shame you can't do a single carport. Right. We want a smaller hedge. Just going to bring that one out there. So yeah, you've got just enough room for a walkway. Tree in here which will kind of hide all the bits that don't look right. So round. Right, I'm going to jump to the fence mode and see what we got. We might use that for something else, to be honest. A standard little picket fence, we've had one of them for a while. Just as it seems to be the biggest property. Make it appear to have a nice sized garden. Yep, that looks alright. So we can't do this one just yet because we're going to have to do some terraforming for that. We're at here for these guys. Fence, what is that? Is that glass? It's chain link. Oh god, no. I don't want chain link. I'm not allowed to because they're really chunky. See what I mean here, like that. Really chunky fencing. Wonder if they do different. That's the wrong sort for a back garden. It's a bit small, that one, but we are going to go with that. We're going to try and get that right in the corner. What we're going to do is follow this line round. I don't know about everywhere else, but I know in the UK the general rule of thumb is if your garden backs onto something like this, you stick your fence right up and down against it. You take all the land you possibly can. Which is why we are going for it. Yeah, I don't mind that one. Obviously got to do the terraforming inside and patios, etc. We need something else though. What's this one look like? It's like a darker version. Yeah, that'll go nicely. We're going to leave that gap in between the two houses so we can put some bushes, overgrown sort of stuff there. For some reason that doesn't want to get close today. They're going to have more of a squarish shape to theirs. There we go. That's the gist of it. Having a little issue with the internet at the minute. It keeps pausing me and stuttering. If it continues the next couple of minutes, what I'll have to do is I'll come off and we'll try again later on. I think that'll be what we'll end up doing if it carries on. We'll see how it goes. So I'll jump quickly into landscape plants. Just gonna stick a circle, just try and see if we can just pop a few bits in here and here. That wasn't meant to happen. That's fine, honestly is. Half of that would disappear eventually when we go to landscape the place. Little tree out front. We're going to go for a birch if we can find one. A little birch and a big birch. That's what we're aiming for. Just need in the fence, which was wrong. But there we go. A little bit further down, give it a twist. Bob's your uncle. They're separated. That's the basics. I think I would like a small oak if it fits here. It's just a bit big, isn't it? Wolves into the housing. I still like it. We're going for it. There we go, we've got an oak. We have an oak. It does warp into the house a little bit, but that's fine, it's fine. We can go with that. Oops. Oops. Now I've got to find the right vehicle. I shouldn't have done that. Tap that way too many times. Right, let's go back into construction. Oops. Trees. Let's have a look at the size of this one. Yeah, that one goes in nicely there, I think. Just trying to touch up the edges around this. Bring the carports to life, if you like. Yeah, I think that looks alright there. We're back into a tree mode. We want to find the little tree. Not that one. That one. Plants. Oh, got some rocks. The rocks look good. Ah, chimney's not helping my view. That works for me. So these little details like that can always add, you know, a little bit to the decor. We ain't even started on the gardens yet. We put a gate in here because, you know, I don't even know why I was putting it there. But we got one. Decorations. Ha, electric boxes. Didn't do this. Meant to do this, didn't do it. You can't often see these things around. I'm just trying to think where I'm going to put it. There we are. That nicely. Manhole cover. Yeah, we're going to want them. Not sure if I really want one in that street though. I'll put one there. One in the car park. One there. That'll do for now. So you always see something you didn't see before. Where's that log pile gone? I'm going to get that to fit nicely. There. So they've got logs. They don't have to be the only one. We'll see if it will work here or not. It will if I can get it there. And I think that looks like it will fit like a glove. Maybe there. We're not going to worry about that. We could do a little park at some point. What to put there? What to put there? I think we'll start off with just some sheds. We know we're going to put sheds in that way. Big one. Keep it at an angle. We'll probably give them should we give them a summer house as well? We'll give these guys a summer house as well because they've got the biggest garden. Standard little wooden shed. Obvious where that's going to be going. And then they've got the smaller, more grading shed. A slight angle because what we'll do while I'm here, I'm going to put another tree in. Oh, not that one. Yeah, but it's probably the way to go. Just behind it. Yeah, I like that. Back to decos. This one gets a little bit more technical. Well, we don't want to keep this video going too long, so I'll try and keep it a little shorter. Yes, it's got tools on it there. That would have worked. Ah, it's too industrial and big. Wood shed small. That's small, Jesus. Okay. It is hard to choose what to do. Last night I had ideas come. Today, they just don't want to come out. Where's this mower's a dead set? Stick mowers in there. This one out there. Where's the tool? Oh, look at that. Space there. Bang there. And there. Mowers are easy. Picnic table. A little bit about there. They will have a picnic table on that one. I don't know if I used these. I have. Okay. Small wooden benches. Probably stick one up here. Do you know, I keep doing that. Press it back too many times, then you have to go through it all over again. What to add, what to add, and what to add where? That is the question. I think this is probably the most hardest part when it comes to buildings. You get all these ideas and notions. You just don't know how to. And you can spend forever, and I mean hours, playing around with different parts of the build. I know I've done that once. I think I've done it more than plenty of times, to be honest. Enough up here. There's so much to add. Bins, rocks, 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 rocks. That's the one I wanted. See, I wish this was much bigger. So I think I'm going to leave it until I paint it. Yeah, I'm going to paint patios in first. So anyway, as it stands, you come in here, you come round, road bends round here, a few more houses and exits that way. Here, when we prettier it up, we will have a dirt track coming off here into the walking area, possibly even a park here. And walking area, we'll put some more tree here. Somewhere, and that will be the first, or the end of the first stage of the village. I think we'll leave it there until later on. Tonight we do have a stream. Those of you that haven't followed yet, do follow. There is a countdown on the home page. Just going to scroll down to it now. 7 hours, 40 minutes and 36, 35, 34. So the countdown's in operation. That'll be tonight around midnight for you in the UK. It's GMT time, or UTC for anyone else who doesn't know what GMT is. So on the home page you've still got your suggestion box, so if you want to suggest any buildings or anything you would like to see on this particular map or any of the ones that we're doing, feel free to pop them in there. It is generic, we do read them and we do respond to them. And that's everything. Take care, see you shortly.